So Spac Nation have now been addressed on the BBC, and I find this interview to be absolutely hilarious, guys.
People to doing things that they don't want to do, I don't think is completely true. And I can say,
hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily, yes, daily and consistent content, and head over to my Instagram, Morali, and let's get into this quick interview. Of course, Spac Nation is now being formally addressed on BBC News. Great coverage, obviously, and obviously it would give it to like a mass amount of audience and let them know of the real fraudulent activities that have been taking place at this ridiculous corruption institution. But I want to just ignore the reporting for a minute that they say and express. I want to just get to this quick interview that obviously this lady was doing with somebody from Spac Nation. I believe he is a pastor. Well, to be honest, everyone there is. And just his body language and his face. I just love analyzing stuff when it comes to stuff like this. And you can tell how nervous this guy is. He's hesitant.
People to doing things that they don't want to do, I don't think is completely true. And I can say
he keeps blinking a lot as well, and I find it to be very weird. Even when the conversation starts, he's like, "Oh, I don't think this is going on. I don't think that's happening." He's not even entirely sure, which only highlights how cracked this place is. And when the lady professes that there are screenshots, there are receipts, there are evidence, he begins to scapegoat, evade it, push it away, blame it on somebody else. This is a very norm tactic that people like to do.
Why do you need those details, that information?
The church does not need that information.
So why do they receive WhatsApp messages that we've seen asking them for those?
Those are people who've acted in a way that is not the policy of the church. And we have, as I said to you a little while ago,
to evade the blame from themselves, to evade any accountability or responsibility, they push it away. And this is the pathway that they are now going to take and consider because of what is now going on.
They offered me whiplash. Be in a car, pretend you're in a car, whiplash, claim that you're in an accident. They asked me to be a guarantor for a girl. I wasn't comfortable with that. Approached me about universal credit. I wasn't comfortable with that. I wasn't willing to do any bit of crime.
I definitely spoke about it to many of the leaders and even my peers. At the time, guys, this isn't right, but it's within the structure, so it's very difficult to fight against that structure.
I find this to be absolutely hilarious because you can see it written all over his face. It's so damn obvious. The guilt is reeking out, so much so that I can smell it from my damn house. I find it to be so ridiculous, but at the same time, it's slow in due course time is coming when this place is going to be really exposed for just what they're doing to the youth and what they're doing to young people. And the fact that they made over £800,000 in that year, it's a lot of money to make. Of course, when a lot of money is made in an unusual place, people are going to question everything and find it very confusing.
It's, I think, sad to hear that people feel that way. And what I can suggest is that if there are cases where there have been ill treatment to people and people have been defrauded, if, again, we've not yet seen evidence is formally presented to us, but if
naturally that is going to happen. That is a process anyhow, and you could just see that this was the best person they could bring from Spac Nation. This is the best you could do. This is the best that you could do to bring somebody on BBC News to have a formal interview. I find that to be absolutely hilarious. If that guy is the best that you can bring when you know that everyone's questioning and footage is being released, receipts being leaked, everybody's talking about it, you lot should be getting nervous. You lot should bring somebody who is great at what they do in terms of presenting and know how to play a good character. This guy was absolutely awful. He had no idea what he was doing. It's written all over his face.
A very clear track record on the Charity Commission, showing the track record of people, the money that they put down.
Well, you made £800,000 in the year to the end of December 2018. I mean, that's a vast amount of money collected from young and often quite vulnerable people who tell us that if they don't come up with the cash, they're asked again and again and again.
There's going to be now a panorama coming out as well in the coming few weeks, and I'm definitely going to get into that when that gets released, because that is going to be very interesting. And now you know that things are really going to heat up with that documentary for sure. BBC News are taking it on, maybe ITV News, and maybe you'll get slowly. Sky News have addressed it here and there, Huffington Post. It's beginning to get a lot of media attention, so I don't see Spac Nation going anywhere further in the next 6 months. God willing, we'll just see what takes place. I just find that this BBC News coverage to be very interesting because that interview, you can just see it all over him. He's just shook. He's shooketh. The guy is just shook. It's absolutely hilarious.
We have begun to trace some of these issues online, and we're dealing with them on a case-by-case basis. And I want to add if anyone has been exploited or the information taken in the wrong way or there's been a criminal issue, we recommend that they go and report to the authorities. And the reason why I say that is because, as everyone knows, our report card speaks for itself. We have frankly not come to terms with our growth, and that's the truth. And as such, there are processes and management steps that we've not taken.
Like, that is the best that Spac Nation could bring when it comes to stuff like this. I don't even know. Even Toby, the pastor, whatever his name is, has addressed the whole situation, as, you know, talked about how, you know, we're not corrupt, we're not this, ignore the haters and all this XYZ. But we've seen the receipts. The evidence is all there. People have released it, i.e. the exposure on his channel has addressed it several times. I believe that person works within Spac Nation or is within that whole institution to have direct information that has been provided. So, like, I don't even know, child. I find this to be this is crazy. But at the same time, the time is coming for them, I believe, and I'm here for it because the corruption cannot go on for any more longer. It just cannot. It's so damn toxic, and I am over it. Let me know your thoughts on when it comes to this BBC News kind of coverage, this Spac Nation essentially being exposed and addressed by BBC News. Do subscribe, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.